I've been a police officer for 30 years, so I know what it means to tackle antisocial behaviour and cut down on crime. I work with the police to deal with the kids on bikes who are masked up terrorising the streets, and I'll get the statutory inquiry for victims of the grooming gangs that have preyed on young girls. And I will press the police to focus resources on what matters to the public. I'll get a new high school in Denton so parents have a choice and kids have a really good start in life. And I'll secure a regular rail service from Denton Station to cut traffic on the M60 and improve young people's chances of getting jobs. I'll stand up against Labour's crippling jobs tax and fight for lower business rates to back our small shops, cafes and pubs. But essentially, this election is a choice. It's a choice between someone with a record of public service in the police and a plan for Gorton and Denton, or someone shouting from the sidelines playing national politics.
Well, I want to put the people of Gorton and Denton where they belong, which is first. I think Gorton and Denton has been ignored, has been left behind for decades under the Labour Party, and has even been treated with contempt through the Trigger Me Timbers WhatsApp scandal. I think it is unacceptable how mainstream establishment politicians have talked about the people of Gorton and Denton, and I want to put them first. I want to be a loud, strong champion for the people of Gorton and Denton in Westminster, and only Reform UK can do that. We are the only party that can defeat Keir Starmer and Labour at this by-election and put the people of Gorton and Denton first, which means sticking up for small, medium, family-run businesses, having a zero-tolerance approach to antisocial behaviour and crime, slashing immigration, and putting the hard-working majority first, which is where they belong.
Well, my name's Jackie Pearcey, and I actually recognise quite a lot of the faces in this room because I've actually lived in Gorton since the mid-1980s. In fact, I've actually lived there long enough that I'm one of the fortunate people who's managed to come to the end of my mortgage. Now, it became my home because I love this diverse community. The people of Gorton, and Longside, Levenshulme and Burnage and Denton. I helped fight the Kingswater Park campaign with people right across Denton as well as Gorton to stop them concreting everything between the Debdale reservoirs and the Gorton reservoirs. I had the honour of being a councillor for 21 years in this constituency, where I did develop a reputation for working with many community groups and helping a lot of people. This is my home. This is about the best MP for Gorton and Denton. I love this area. It's an area I've chosen to be in, and I really want to represent it in Westminster.
I'm Hannah Spencer. I'm just going to be really honest and say this election is a straight-up race between me, a hard-working local Mancunian who's lived here all her life, and the Reform candidate who's an academic busting from the south, spreading that party's message of division. Labour have absolutely blown it. They are not in this race. They've let too many people down for too long, and now they're wrapped up in scandal after scandal. We've had enough of Labour, but what Reform are offering is even worse. They want to sell us the pack of lies that deporting 1 million of our friends and neighbours in this place while charging us to go to the GP will make things better. You spent so long, Matt, I think, researching far-right extremism that you did get a little bit confused and thought what you were reading was an instruction manual. But this city is in my bones. I've lived here all my life. I've seen the struggles. I've felt what it's like to be pushed out. I've done my big shop in Asda more times than I can remember in Longside. My greyhounds have walked every street in Levenshulme, and that is why I've decided to stand up for our city, first as a councillor, then as a mayoral candidate, and hopefully as your next Green MP. Thank you.
Wow, things are hotting up. I'm going to cool things down a bit with a poem that was written about Manchester. Some people are born here. Some people are drawn here, but we all call it home. I came to Manchester 30 years ago. I made it my city. I found a city here that didn't ask where I was from, a city that asked me, how can I contribute? A proud, diverse and straight-talking city that looks after their own. And this is how I knew that I found my home. My mum was a nursery teacher. My dad was a trade unionist. And he taught me that you're not going to stand on the sidelines. You've got to roll your sleeves up and actually get things done here. And that's what I'm all about. That's what I've done in regeneration projects, creating jobs. That's what I've done in the voluntary and community sector, supporting communities as a councillor, and also turning residents' voices into action. This election is going to be delivered about...